This is DJ Trong from Leadership Network, and I'm sitting here with Daryl Eldridge of Rockbridge Seminary, a seminary that's entirely online, 100%, which is a fascinating concept. So we're going to learn more about how Rockbridge can provide theological education while you're at home or on the field in ministry. So tell us how this started.
It started 5 years ago. We had a real vision to help staff people who don't want to leave their ministry, don't want to leave their community, to go uproot their family, to take them to a residential campus. And so that's how it was born. And it was also designed to be very practical, so it's based on the 5 purposes of the church rather than on the German model where you have Old Testament, New Testament, and so forth, so that every course is directly applicable to your local ministry.
That's fantastic. Now, tell us about how this works. How do people engage with the teacher and the material and the content and with each other?
Yeah. Well, it's not a correspondence course. You're in a virtual classroom with 10 to 15 at the maximum in your class, so class size is really great for that kind of dialogue. You have a faculty member with a terminal degree that's assisting, facilitating the discussion. And so every day you get on, and there's be some questions that will be posed by students and by faculty, and you'll interact with them. You'll post your response. You'll interact with those other students in classes about their comments. The faculty member will come in and say, well, have you thought about this, and redirect it at maybe a different way of thinking. You do all the other things that you would normally do in a school. You have lecture notes, you have textbooks, you have assignments. And those assignments can be a variety of very applicable type of projects.
Now, with students that have enrolled and have graduated, what's your main degree program? And what kind of feedback have you gotten from students in terms of the value that they've gotten?
Our main degree is a Master of Divinity. It's a 3-year degree. We also have a Master of Ministry Leadership, which is a 2-year degree, and it's a doable 2 or doable 3-year degree. You know, you don't have to go 5 years to get this done, but you take a course at a time. We only let you take one course at a time. So our role, we have a mentor that follows every course. You acquire the mentor, be a local one or even online if you want to, and they help you to debrief, they help you to contextualize what you're learning, they encourage you along the process, they work with the project that you may be working on that's going to be used in your church. So it's very relational in that kind of component, but the Master of Divinity is probably our bread and butter. And students who graduate from that, we have 52 so far. We graduated our largest group this past year. They're just ecstatic about what they're able to do, because what they're learning they've been able to put into practice. It wasn't theory, it was real life stuff. So part of their training was to do sermon series, to do strategic planning, to write materials that can be then conveyed to even a different culture. So they're walking away with something that's very valuable to where they are right now.
Wow, that's amazing. Where do you see the future of online education and online church even?
Well, I think both of them are going to grow exponentially. I think the future of theological education is going to be more local based, so that the person can stay in ministry. What we're finding is most churches, well, it's silly. You think about it. I had a student in my former seminary that lived in California, and he moved to Fort Worth, Texas, and then after that he went to a place in Kansas. He was 2 cultures removed from where he understood his culture, and he failed after 2 years in Kansas and then wound up back in California where he's done well. But I said, what a stupid plan. You know, why not keep him in California, give them the help that he needs, have a mentor that walks alongside him and contextualize what he's learning, and he stays right there in ministry, and his family doesn't have to live in poverty for 3 years or 4 years or 5 years or 6 years while he's getting a degree.
Wow, fantastic. How do people find out more about Rockbridge Seminary?
Well, just go to rockbridgeseminary.org, and all the information. You can take a demo course and see how it works. But everything we contain is on that website.
Fantastic. Thank you, Daryl.
Great to see you, DJ.